What's up, man? I'm Ambe Vick, man. Hottest underrated in the trend. I got some songs coming out. I'm putting my foot in the door, feel me, trying to make sure I leave a print. Yeah.
So how long you been doing music?
I started rapping for like almost a year now.
Almost a year?
Yeah.
Alright, what's some of your top influences when it comes to music?
I'll probably say like Lil Wayne, all them, like No Cap, Rollo, Baby. I listen to, it's versatile, like I listen to everybody, so it was just like I pick all of that and just make it my own.
What drove you into making music? When did you realize you wanted to be a musician?
Everybody had them little times when they was at school, at the little lunch tables all freestyling, and your friends be like, "Oh, you hard," and I'd be like, but I just started writing. I started writing in notebooks, and I started writing on my notes on my phone. And then one day I just went to the studio, and they told me I should have kept going, so I just kept going. And after that, I just never stopped.
What's some of the songs you have out right now?
I got Newtown out. I got Too Bad, Perfect. I got a couple songs. I got a couple songs on like Apple Music, Spotify. The Newtown the one I'm most proud of right now. Like out of all the songs I made right now, that's the one I think is gonna take me somewhere.
Alright, so we're gonna get right into your music so we can kind of get the vibe of what you're giving out to us. That'll help us get more into the interview. So you said some of your influences were Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a Lil Wayne fan myself.
Yeah,
so
like everybody
Lil
was
Wayne is one of the greatest. This right here?
There's no love.
Y'all just gotta speak up a little more.
You can turn that up a little bit.
Just talk about it. Tell you straight. What would you do if I got a day? If I love you till you to your face. Cause the Jaden, bitch, I got a case. I still say shit to the J's. Never switching on, bro, no way. Bitches can't say they care about me. It's the fact ain't me what you say. Probably wanna see me in the grave. Off the perkies, I'm feeling amazed. Real love, I was lost in a maze. Where Vic, no one seen him in days. It's like my heart got hit with some K's. It's the fact I ain't feeling the same. Got a nigga looking like a lame. Was worried about you, now I'm worried about fame. You the reason a young nigga change. You the reason I stay in my lane. Only thankful cause you taught me pain. Nah, I'll never do this again. Nah, I'll never do this again. Nah, I'll never do this again. Fuck you, bitch, and fuck your friends. When I'm rich, you can't hop in this Benz. I'm gonna talk on that shit like we did. Different voice, so I know what you is. Why you trying to play me like a kid? Never knew I could rap like this. Paying the price for your love is the big. Trying hard not to call you a bitch. Cause you already know you ain't shit. You had water and I had the shit. I thought we had a wave in this bitch. Fuck a hard, I got hands on my list. But I'm doing good and I know that you pissed. Have my name in you ball of your fists. It's taking your breakfast, don't give me no kiss. Got your people, we can't admit. It's the beef, you don't wanna get in. Laugh at your mouth and waiting for your chin. Let it be the last time that you grind. You want me to lose, but I want you to win. All I care on you deals pretend. Kept it real from the start to the end. I know you wanna stay in the mix. With this shit that can never be fixed. Said I love you, I meant that shit. At the Grammys, you supposed to go sit. But I fuck it, I wanna get rich. My feelings are love in the ditch. It's the people that saying I switch. But you know that can never be Vic. If you talking on me, suck a dick. I done Friday, don't die in this bitch. I don't love for the bitches just hate. Just to bash me if I'm okay. Cause you know I'm gonna tell you I'm straight. What would you do if I died today? Never love you till you to your face. Cause the Jaden, bitch, I got a case. But I still didn't say shit to the Jakes. Never switching on, bro, no way. Bitches happy say they care about me. It's the fact ain't me what you say. Probably wanna see me in the grave. Off the perkies, I'm feeling amazed. Real love, I was lost in a maze. Where Vic, no one seen him in days. It's like my heart got hit with some K's. It's the fact you ain't feeling the same. Got a nigga looking like a lame. Who's worried about you, now I'm worried about fame. You the reason a young nigga change. You the reason I stay in my lane. Only thankful cause you taught me pain. Nah, I'll never do this again. Nah, I'll never do this again. Nah, I'll never do this again. Fuck you, bitch, and fuck your friends. Percocets turned me into the man. My dumb ass fell in love with the 10. I was down what I needed to hand. You leaving wasn't part of the plan. I can tell dudes the shit I get in. It's some shit she just won't comprehend. Fuck bro, you turn into a fan. I keep shit I just don't understand. All we beefing, we supposed to be can. Had to throw my feelings in the wind. Pain demon in love with my sins. And this and the this, you know what I sin. I will lost something wrong with my head. I'm taking you perks, I don't care to be dead. Could expose you, but I don't be fed.
Damn. I'm feeling some pain behind that.
Yeah, man, I was
feeling some.
Yeah, a little bit. Just
how you was feeling when you made that?
Cause like January, I was going through some bullshit. Feel me? I was just trying to like express that shit in the song. I was going through mad beats and this didn't match how I felt. So feel me? I found this shit and I was just like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, this shit gonna sound crazy. I start writing that shit immediately. I just be like, talk about your feelings and that shit just gonna sound hard regardless.
So what did you say on that hook?
Got no love for a bitch to say. Please stop asking me if I'm okay, cause you know I'm gonna tell you I'm straight. It's like,
And if he ain't okay, you gonna tell you.
Yeah, like no matter what, even if I'm not good, I'm gonna tell you I'm good. Cause what you gonna do? Like feel me? It's like I gotta tell you something wrong. You probably gonna say the same shit everybody else gonna say.
Right.
So you just telling me straight. You gonna figure it out yourself. Like feel me? Yeah.
What would you say you was going through during that time? Like, how would you describe that time period in your life to create this art that you just made?
A little bit of heartbreak, a little bit of feeling like, I guess like misunderstood. Like feel me? I was dealing with like not, I wouldn't even say drug abuse, but like I was taking perks and shit. Like it was like a little rough stage. So feel me? I just had to come over that.
When was this?
I say like probably the whole month of January. Probably.
This should pass?
This January, yeah.
That COVID, I be drove into it.
That shit was crazy.
Nah, that's a dope song. It's crazy how somebody else's pain can turn into something that we like to listen to. But the whole time you had to go through some shit. But now everybody listening to that song.
Like songs like this is like you don't want nobody feeling like they're alone. So it's like, yeah, you probably feel the same way I feel. So it's like, you know, you're not by yourself in that situation.
And that's one thing we stand for. Like I was saying yesterday, we stand for hood therapy, and one of the best ways I feel that we get the therapy is music, sports, and just art in general. So this musical outlet, do you think this is giving you that good therapy that you need?
Yeah, like certain people, they feel like they can't talk to nobody. People like that, they'll probably write their shit down in a notebook or like just something like that. So this is like, it's like my way of expressing myself and like just letting my feelings be out there.
Let's talk a little bit about your story, growing up.
I want to say I grew up with the worst life. Like my mom was always there for me. I had with problems with my dad, just that and the fourth. But like my mom was power all that. My mom was basically my mom and my dad. So basically, I say I had a good life, but I started dealing with shit once I got like 13, 14. You had to start dealing with people like, you start realizing ain't everybody how they say they is. You gotta deal with fakes, snakes, all that other shit. And I guess I say like, that's what built me. Cause I had to realize you can't trust everybody else. So you know you're gonna be by yourself majority of the time.
It's like, it seems as if people always say, okay, you had it good, or they say, well, you didn't have it that bad. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, life kind of crushes everybody. So it's like, even the people who think that, even when we feel like the world is easy, when we grow up and gaining them realizations that things may not go out the way that they end up going, it seems as if everybody has a test of time. You gotta realize the world ain't peaches and cream.
Yeah,
it's true.
So that's kind of what you felt like you was dealing with.
Yeah. Just a lot of betrayal, I guess you could say. Almost in the form.
What schools did you go to?
I've been in foundation since I was like 5th grade, I'll probably say. And I'm about to graduate this year. So I've been in Foundation Academy all my life, basically. Did
they add some to creativities? I know Foundation is a very, they're not a normal school, so they kind of focus on a lot of different academics.
Not to bash the school, because I still go there, but they focus more on academics than like the kids themselves, if that makes sense. Like, feel me? Like, they gotta, I think everybody, for you to graduate, you gotta sign to a college, this, that, and the fourth, and it's like, not everybody wanna go to college. So it's like, they forcing academics more than creativity on you, so everybody wouldn't be a scholar, this, that, and the fourth, but it's like, what you wanna do other than just be smart? Like, you could do more than life than just go read a book or something like that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's crazy when I heard that, because I was interviewing a foundation kid in the summer, and they said, yeah, you can't graduate unless you accepted into college. And that was, seems like an extreme way to help the hood, but I see the measure, but
yeah,
it's a
but
little
if
bit.
They're not really promoting creativity, you know what I'm saying? If they like trying to push everybody down one path of how to be and what to succeed in, I guess one thing about it is, are they actually killing people's dreams or building up an economy? So, I mean, it's like, it's a balance in that, I would think, that might be just a Libra in me, but
yeah,
I don't know, I don't know how people feel about it, but I think most things that have come into this world have been inventions by black people. So, I mean, if music is a part that people can get things off their chest and not really go outside and act out on what they might be going through, that's the therapy you've been talking about.
Facts. And I feel as if that's what's needed within the places we live. I mean, imagine if we had studios all on the block. Right. Imagine if we had that. Imagine a world full of during study hall you got a chance, or free time you get a chance to go make music class. Well, we had music class, but it seemed like it was just a force upon us of learning this and that, but it wasn't like, it wasn't genuine. I don't know. I didn't get that. I don't know if you got that from music class.
Nah, we had music class. We was all forced to play cellos and violins.
Like you was forced to listening to
certain shit. Like you don't get to pick
European
out
songs from
variety out of it.
1980. But let's get into his second song.
Shout out my boy Infinesse. That's my boy in the song. You can follow him on Instagram, Brooklyn_baller15, I think.
Money.15.
This it, right?
Yeah, that's his name.
That's right.
Hey, yo. With the crew, I got the bitches, I got the bottles, my ass is so fat, she look like a model. We going full throttle, we came in our hollows, you tryna have fun, you just follow. I got the bitches, I got the bottles, my ass is so fat, she look like a model. We going full throttle, we came in our hollows, you tryna have fun, you can just follow. Follow me to the promised land, where you going, you can take the stand. Shake your ass, you can do your dance. I got the pressure, I also got pants. Booking high into the ceiling fans. Hop to the party and bring some friends. I'm about to show you how I get down. You come to the crib and it smell like a pound. In the backyard, I'm rocking the crowd. I'm glad I'm finally out of the town. My diamonds is white, you just might drown. I also got drip, look at the style. Cause you be the G's, Devontae the shirt. My outfit don't cost me almost down. Hop in the pool, do as you please. I'll be inside, smoking the trees. I got the bitches, I got the bottles. Her ass is so fat, she look like a model. We going for throttle, we handing out hollers, just trying to have fun. You can just follow. I got the bitches, I got the bottles. Her ass is so fat, she look like a model. We going for throttle, we handing out hollers, just trying to have fun. You can just follow.
Water like Fiji, that bitch keep screaming she need me. Yeah, she got drip like a squeegee. She from the house like Riri, and her boyfriend wanna beat me. High in the sky, they can't see me. Bitch in the shit with a TV. He keep on playing DP, ballin' your bitch like CP3. No dancing, bitch, this BB. I was icy before BBs. And they mad cause they just can't relate. Get no money so they giving out hate. Bitch, I'm up next, no time for debate. One shot from the side of your face. Why you busy, man, call it a mistake. I know you a fake cause your daddy a J. Fuck nigga, get him gone with a raid. Shoot like the Clippers, he felt like Blake. By 97, I'm out of the maze. I said, but why you can tell by the taste. Tell you why action, you can get replaced. For real, for real. We do, won't say shit through the case. My OG locked up, raised after this day. For real, man, for real. I got the bitches, I got the bottles. I got so fat, she like a model. We go for throttle, we handing out hollers. If you tryna find, you can just follow. I got the bitches, I got the bottles. I got so fat, she like a model. We go for throttle, we handing out hollers. If you tryna find, you can just follow. For real, baby, you can just follow. For real, baby girl, you can just follow.
So I'm getting this flow from you, man. It's kind of giving me like Jay Critch, but a little bit Juice WRLD. I'm getting this new flow that we kind of in nowadays, but it seems like it's bars at the same time, but y'all know how to surf the beat. Like, can you talk about that? Because a lot of people, you could rhyme, but can you flow? Like, you got a nice flow.
I be trying to be versatile and like whatever way I can. Like I don't want to sound like nobody else. So it's just like, I guess it come natural almost at a source. Like I just want to be different from everybody else. So I don't sound like nobody else. Be just creative. Like,
right.
That's the most I can say.
Did it take time for you to develop a flow?
Yeah.
How do you work on it?
I said like it just came with practicing. Like you wake up in the morning, you just play a beat, you just start freestyling. And if it's ass, you stop, put another beat on, you just freestyle. You just come to like mad. It's practice. Like it's just practice. Like it's a gift too. Like creativity a gift, but it's also practice. I rap, I freestyle rap. I make a new song almost every other day. There's nothing but notes in my phone. 200 notes just on straight songs.
Alright, you gonna close this out when we ready with a freestyle? Cause somebody freestyled the other day.
I don't know. I'm feeling sober, so it's like, feel me?
You don't need nothing to be able to freestyle. Don't think like that.
I could try.
We ain't gotta force it though. I mean, but what's some things you got coming up in the future?
I got an EP dropping on Monday with my boy Infinesse. It's a 6-song EP. It's 2 songs from me, from him. We got 2 songs together. I plan on dropping a couple singles in the future. I plan on dropping like my own EP probably like October-ish, since that's near my birthday. But like I'm just trying to like build up in the vault so I can just drop songs whenever I want to.
Who is Infamous?
That's my boy. He part of the group too. He part of Belly Money. That's like my big brother. Like you look at him, he probably look like me.
I feel like you guys got a good combination on
yeah, it's like a duo. Like when you see him, you see me. Well, not today, but
Smith and Wesson type.
yeah, like rock ass one.
Oh, man. So tell them who you is again.
I'm Ambe Vick, man. Hottest underrated, man.
Ambe Vick.
AMBE.
I'm about to throw you up on there. Alright. Introduce yourself.
My name is Jordan. Instagram J23_sneaker_crew. I don't know exactly who I was talking to for a second. Yeah, I'm kind of new to the team, engineer-wise, but hopefully you'll be hearing a lot soon from the artists with featuring my sound.
Alright, tell me how long you been making beats.
I would say since I was 13. So
13?
Yeah.
That's
I used to
crazy.
play instruments like it was nobody's business.
So did you have a church background?
No, actually, it's funny. My background's a little crazy. I grew up in foster care. I was never born up here. I was born in Florida, so a lot of things I went through, I couldn't tell anybody until I started making music. But the thing is, with music, with me, everything's backwards. I started writing poetry. I got in trouble when I was a kid. Like every day, come home from school, I couldn't hang out with friends. I couldn't do this. So my mom would put me on timeout. But her definition of timeout was writing. I got so good with writing that you could give me a topic and I would write you a story about anything particular. So I ended up locking that up. Then after a while, I picked up the clarinet, percussion. Things just started to naturally happen. I fell off from music after a while. And I told myself I wanted to do everything else. I wanted to be a fireman, I wanted to be a police officer. I ended up going to DCIT and it didn't work out because everything about what we see now ended up changing my perception about what I wanted to be. Cops killing us, we killing each other, everything ended up going back to music. Because at the time of me being in school, we can't lie, most of us was fighting. Me, I was reckless with my mouth. To the point is, I would get myself in more and more trouble to where I was only hurting myself to a certain point. So then, I got really depressed at one point. But it wasn't really due to my surroundings. I ended up dropping a lot of the music that I'm playing today, like two years ago. I have a collage of 365 songs that I've made over the past 2 years. And it's all based off of me getting a hip replacement within a year and all my trauma. So, yeah, I'm not an artist in no way, shape, or form. I'm just a nigga who makes beats.
I think you discrediting yourself to say that because
that's because I want to push. See, this is the thing. I didn't want to say this out loud in front of everybody, but I know I'm better than the people I work with. No offense, guys. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because they don't lyrically. My team has it, but verbally, it's like, can everybody in this room talk about anything? I don't think so. Me, on the other hand,
I need to hear something now. Cause you see,
but this is the thing. At the end of the show, I got a surprise for everybody. We're all gonna do it. I'll even go against every one of the artists. My damn self.
all right, look. I'm a competitor myself. I don't think he is discrediting any of you guys. I just think we played basketball growing up, so we understand that we are the best. You know? So if you don't have that mentality, then that's you. But nothing you said just now was wrong. Although it may have came off wrong, but there's nothing you said.
The funny thing is, when I said it, I was really looking at these two. Because earlier today we was actually working together, and every time we make a song, everybody has their input. But nobody's ever raw did something. Like he's been working on something for a while, then we'll hear it when he's about done. He'll be working on something, and then we'll all hear it when he's done. But to do something on the spot as an actual group is something I want to actually press myself. The boss won't tell us to do it. So as a group, I feel as though we got to make it on ideas and hype. So I feel like ain't no better time to do a good old cypher than today.
Seriously, I'm with it.
So, I'm all in.
What's your song?
Actually, to be honest, that's the thing. I'll discuss it with them. I have a whole collage, so it's
No, what's your sign? Like
my sign Taurus. What's yours?
Virgo.
How old are you?
23. I'll be 23 in like 2 weeks.
23 in 2 weeks. Okay, so you've been through some things. You made a lot of music. You feel me? You feel you got all this talent within inside you, and you are expressing it, but yet you don't consider yourself an artist.
No.
And you're making beats for fun. I kind of get what you.
I cut a lot of
trying to say.
everything. I did a lot to get to just doing this now. I cut sports out of my life. I was a cross player, a basketball player, a football player. All of that had to go away. And a lot of the times, you ever hear when somebody says you can't let your past define you?
Mm-hmm.
But if everybody in this room broke a bone in their body and had to get it repaired over and over again, or injured it over and over again, isn't that dealing with your past?
Yeah.
So imagine somebody like me who had a traumatic experience, went through life dealing with it, but then had to do it all over again. Now, certain parts of your body, there's a thing called muscle memory, but to actually have to experience and feel that all over again is why I'm starting over and doing something just for, as like I call it, for free or for fun. Because this to me is fun. I like doing it, but that's why I'm not an artist. Because I don't grind as hard as artists do.
You just create greatness without effort. When it comes to your beats, what's the creativity and the mindset when you go on into it?
I'm angry actually most of the time I'm making it. Because I know most of the time if I make something for me, a lot of people call me a Chris Brown Neo type of person because I'm the type of person I'll use pianos, this, that, and the third, so I'll take it to a whole different direction. I'm dealing with a lot of people who I wouldn't say get in their bag in an aggressive way, but we got a lot of aggressive rappers, okay? So it's like a lot of the time if you don't have some good 808s, they don't want to hear it. So a lot of the time this is why I have beats like this.
And what's the importance of that? You just said something. Everybody on their team needs a guy like you. Need a beat maker that understands, the melodies. I'm not even a musical guy to even break it down, but there's something. There might be something missing within the beat or a song. Do you think you're able to find that or hear that?
It's funny because I grew up always being told to shut up and listen. So it got to a point where I used to shut up so good. I call myself a calm, cool, collected person because I'll pick up something that wasn't supposed to be picked up. This, you might call it nosy, but I just call it being aware. So yeah, I take certain my abilities to like its full extent sometimes.
Okay. I just want to talk more about beats and the beat making because it seems like it's kind of a lost art because everybody want to be a rapper. Not everybody want to make beats. Why is that?
It's more time consuming than writing lyrics on a piece of paper. Like I said before he walked back in here, what they do takes me about a month and a half to perfectly do. Just because at the end of the day, they can have an idea, but 9 times out of 10, they're either gonna hassle me to create that idea for them, or I'm gonna have to start from scratch. And most of the time, you gotta start, ask questions, do it again, ask questions, do it again. As an artist, all you're doing is just writing shit down. You're not going back and forth trying to critique. I'm not saying y'all don't critique y'all writing, but with music, there's more steps than it is to just making 16 lines on a piece of paper.
Right. That's deep. Do you think?
I do love y'all. I do love Belly Money. I don't want y'all. I don't want to leave here, everybody.
Nah, that criticism.
Remember what you said. I'm trying to forget.
That criticism is needed, especially for artists nowadays. We need to be able to tell somebody something's wrong with their song or tell somebody we want something more than them without feeling like, you know, we're gonna hurt their feelings or they're gonna stop talking to us. We need more of like it's sometimes I hear great songs, right? But I feel like, dang, they talk too much on the ad-libs. You know, and I feel like it'll just be something little. But making that perfect hit song, it takes that
Now, I'm gonna say this right now, because I don't think a lot of people are honest enough to say this. I hate people like designer. I hate people like that. You wanna know why? Because anybody and make some shit. I hate that for a passion. We can all be one hit wonders. That is all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. I hate that. That's the type of producing that really makes me mad. Cause I feel like really
doing anything, he's saying anything.
Exactly.
He ain't really.
They're not putting any actual thought behind what they do. That's why he's a one-hit wonder now.
So you going for the longevity aspect of the game?
If you looking at just to make a one track and run with it, then you're not gonna make it.
A lot of people are looking for that though.
But that's not us.
Right.
Playing
We
along.
make, as much as I might turn my beat making into fun, at the end of the day, they could take my fun and make it into the most creative shit ever. But I'll know I'm giving it to trustworthy people that ain't gonna go oh my shit. That's all I'm saying.
You passionate. You act like you don't care about this, but you care about it. That's what I'm getting from you. You acting like, and I'm just making beats, but you got an eye for music.
I don't care when I do it, but I care when somebody's invested in me. Cause I do, like I said, when I was doing it, he caught me, and then he put me on to him, and now we're doing this. But like I said, I've had this folder of mine since God knows when.
I just want to interject one thing. Jordan, when I first met Jordan, he had so much energy, you know what I mean? And we needed that on the team at that time.
I need that space.
And I think what happened is that he's transforming over to being a one team player to being a team player. He really wasn't with a group of people before, I don't think, not like this anyway. So it might be a little overwhelming for him, but we're gonna bring him into the light.
You missed something while you was away. We kind of had a little challenge here.
What happened?
He proclaimed.
He challenged everybody to a cipher.
Yeah, so we're gonna end the show with a cipher, essentially.
He think he can smoke your rappers.
He think he.
My manager can smoke you. What you talking about?
Look, I'm gonna throw on the beat.
No trouble, but I'm keeping it 100. Make the beats, bro. Let them do the raps.
Look, I'm gonna throw on a beat, any beat, right? I pick the beat,
Somebody gonna get embarrassed today.
and we gonna go. All right, we're gonna save that for the end, though. But is there anything else you want to leave them out with?
Nah.
With your story?
Nah.
I feel like I want you to keep doing what you're doing. You've been through a lot from what you told me. Don't just look at this as just something you're doing. I know you understand that people are investing in you, but you are talented. So just remember that. Don't just I can make greatness when I feel like it. But what one of my great coaches told me, one day you're not gonna be able to turn it on and off. So not trying all the time and just creating greatness. We can do that sometimes, but sometimes when we really focus in and lock in to create greatness all the time, that's when you sustain the greatness instead of luck, instead of, I made this nice song. Like you said, we're going for the long term, not the short term. So I want you to lock in. I want you to take that pain and turn it into progress, as you've been doing, but do it seriously. All right, tell them where they can find you.
Instagram, SoundCloud, first name, last name, Jordan Smith 196. Like I said, Instagram, J23_sneaker_crew. And yeah, hopefully more tracks coming out soon.
All right.